Most people step on a scale and think they're measuring progress. The problem is that the scale can't tell you what's actually changing inside your body. You could lose 10 pounds and be worse off, or gain 5 pounds and be dramatically healthier. That's why I use DEXA scans. I'm Kareem Haskett, founder of KareemOptimized, and today I'm going to break down my DEXA scan results at 51 years old and explain exactly what these numbers mean. Let's start with my body score. My overall DEXA body score came back as an A+. Now honestly, that's not the number I care about the most. It's a nice summary metric, but the real value is understanding the components that create that score. So let's look at those. Body fat. My total body fat came in at 9.3%. That equals about 16.5 pounds of fat on my entire body. To put that into perspective, the average male in my age group is around 25%. So I'm carrying roughly 15 percentage points less body fat than the average man my age. But here's the important lesson. Low body fat isn't automatically healthy. Too much body fat creates metabolic problems. Too little body fat can create hormonal problems. The goal isn't to be as lean as possible. The goal is to be lean enough to support performance, health, recovery, and longevity. Next up is my lean mass. My lean mass came in at 152.5 pounds. My total weight is 177 pounds. This is one of the most important numbers on the entire report. Lean mass is everything in your body that is not fat. When you see a DEXA report, your total body weight is broken into lean mass plus fat mass plus bone mineral content. In fitness discussions, people often use lean mass as a proxy for muscle, but technically it's broader than muscle alone. With 16.5 pounds of body fat and approximately 8 pounds of bone mineral content, that's 152.5 pounds of muscle, organs, water, connective tissue, blood, and skin. With that being said, when people think about aging, they usually think about wrinkles. But physiologically, one of the biggest threats to longevity is losing muscle. Muscle isn't just about looking athletic. Muscle improves glucose control and insulin sensitivity. Muscle supports metabolism. Muscle protects functional independence as we age. At 51 years old, maintaining and building lean mass is one of my highest priorities. So what about visceral fat? One of the numbers I pay the most attention to is visceral fat. Mine came in at 0.66 pounds. Visceral fat is the fat stored around your organs. It's the worst fat you can have. This isn't the fat that you see in the mirror. This is the fat most closely associated with metabolic disease, cardiovascular disease, insulin resistance, and inflammation. The average person in my peer group is around 2.5 pounds. So this number tells me that my metabolic health is currently in a very strong position. Another area that often gets ignored is bone density. My T-score came in at 3.1, while my Z-score came in at 1.9. What do those mean? Well, my T-score compares my bone density to a healthy 30-year-old male. The Z-score compares me to other 51-year-old males. Both scores are considered excellent, as I'm in a 99.9th percentile for T-score and a 97th percentile for Z-score. Strong bones become increasingly important as we age because muscles isn't the only thing we lose over time. Maintaining bone density is a major component of long-term health and performance. Now, when I step back and look at all these numbers together, here's what I see. I see low body fat, I see high lean mass, I see extremely low visceral fat, and I see excellent bone density. That tells me my current strategy is working. But here's the key. This isn't the finish line. It's a snapshot. The value of testing isn't the number itself. The value is measuring change over time. Because what gets measured gets managed. This is exactly why I talk about the physiological operating system. Body composition isn't just about eating less and exercising more. It's about optimizing multiple systems simultaneously. Cellular function, metabolic efficiency, structural integrity, and cognitive and nervous system performance. When those systems improve, the numbers usually follow. If you're serious about performance, body composition, recovery, or longevity, stop relying on a scale alone. Get better data, because better data leads to better decisions. If you like help identifying your biggest opportunities for improvement, request your free personalized protocol at KareemOptimized.com. And remember, Father Time is undefeated until he isn't.